The Bloodsteel camp will allow you to farm a heap of enemies under the enemy faction of the Blinding Arrows, and this spot will not require any reset times from any Abyss Nexus, so expect a whopping 19 to 21 Abyss artifacts per hourly runs. Find this spot in the southeastern section of Hernan or in the southern portion of Demenes, located in the Steel Mountains. The Bloodsteel camp has many sections that you can farm on, but of course I chose the best route for you. I've unlocked this spot by just progressing the story around chapters 8 and 9, and I am showing my actual side quest progress on the screen right now. 3 things to make your farming runs efficient, and the first one is making sure you have at least 90 to 100% skill XP bonus to hit the highest XP gain possible, and the Ice Element Imbue and the Shattering Frost Abyss gear. But before we continue, if you are into straight to the point guys like this one, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and more is coming your way. From the Abyss Nexus, start heading to the pathway on your left and start clearing enemy groups that you come across with your Shattering Frost strategy, all the way to the infirmary section of the camp. The key here is to wipe out all of the enemies in groups as much as you can, especially here in the infirmary section of the camp with your Shattering Frost ability. Head to our next key farming spots, which is the North Gate section of the camp, where you can score a lot of enemies. Just follow the pathway in here that will lead you to an area with a lot of wooden towers and spiky wooden obstacles or defenses. When the path splits into 2, you can either go left or right and lure as many enemies as you can before spamming your Shattering Frost attacks. In this recording, I decided to go right when the path splits into 2, and you can see the mini boss Bradigu in here. Whatever happens, don't engage the boss and concentrate on normal enemies. I will then circle the triangular path in here and lure all of the enemies around the area. Notice that we are back in the area where the path placed previously, so our next destination is back to the infirmary section of the camp. You can totally see here that I am following the pathway back to where the infirmary section of the camp is located. While doing so, I kill the enemies that I come across on the said path, and finally we are back in the infirmary section. And notice that all of the enemies have already respawned in this spot. So what I will do here is to clear the majority of the enemies in the infirmary section for the second time around, right until I reach the point where I started near the Abyss Nexus. So the main strategy in here is to go back and forth between the key areas of the infirmary and the northern gate section to respawn the enemies without the need for loading times. But before we head to the actual farming results, here's the farming route drawn on paper, so you do have a clear visual of the farming route for your convenience. One whole run that covers the key section of the infirmary in the northern gate of the Bloodsteel camp requires around 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and you will be getting 1 Abyss artifact every 3 minutes in between runs. So in an hour of consistent farming, we are looking at a whopping 19 to 21 Abyss artifacts per hourly runs. Truly an insane spot to max out your characters like there's no tomorrow.